Everyone, welcome back to Calorie Blasters. Today, we're going to be talking about the power of purpose and how purpose can help you get from where you are and help you to reach your goals and to help you to lose weight and just be happier in this life. The key thing, uh, you know, if you look at the famous quotes of people like Christopher Columbus, I think Christopher Columbus said something like, the key to reaching your destination is to avoid distractions. He said something along that manner, and I believe that wholeheartedly when it comes to purpose in this life. Purpose is something that helps us to overcome distractions. And when you have a goal or a particular destination in mind, as long as you focus on that and make that your goal and that you are determined to let nothing get in your way to stop you from achieving that goal, then the purpose can be a guiding light, a compass that orients you in the direction that will help you be successful and achieve everything that you want. Purpose is really important. And one of the things that you have to start doing if you want to think about purpose is planning. Planning and purpose go hand in hand. You need to have a map of your life in terms of where you'd like to go and what you'd like to achieve, and then set out to achieve that. And then anything else that gets in your way, well, it's a distraction and it needs to be avoided or it needs to be removed from your life altogether. So for a lot of us, purpose is something that goes beyond losing weight or goes beyond having good and fulfilling relationships with others. For many of us, purpose involves wanting to achieve a level of happiness or a state of existence where we are doing what we've been put here to do. And so how do we go about achieving that? How do we go about reaching that point where we're doing exactly what we've been put here to do? So that is doing what we're good at. That is in engaging with others in productive and positive ways. This requires a lot of reflection, self-reflection, and for people to look within themselves and ask themselves that question, how can I contribute to the world and how can I make the world a better place? And, in doing so, and you've probably heard this time in and time out since you were younger, in doing this, you actually improve your own life. So purpose is key. And you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're good at? What is it that you enjoy doing? And then focus your energy and your time into that purpose, into that passion. And what you'll find is you're so involved in that. You're so involved in your purpose and your passion and your calling in this life that you don't have time to eat. You don't have time to engage with or talk with people who are distracting, who are a negative influence in your life, because you're involved in the purpose. You're involved in achieving the purpose and achieving the goal. And so that protects you from negative external influences and even internal negative influences that have been preventing you from becoming the best person that you can be. The problem is people they make short-term goals, or they make people say they want to lose 10 pounds here, or they want to get a master's degree or PhD. And these are short-term goals. They don't necessarily focus on the long-term goal of achieving one's purpose. One's purpose is deeper than simply getting a PhD. It's deeper than simply losing 20 pounds. At the end of the day, just think about, how do you want to be remembered in the future? How do you want people to remember you? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Think about the long-term future when you've retired and you're no longer working. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing in the long term? And then once you figure that out, once you've sort of set that goal, that which is your purpose, and then you backtrack and then you start making these short-term goals, which will lead to the fulfillment of that purpose. And so these short-term goals are not only things like how much weight you want to lose, what kind of people do you want to be around, what kind of setting do you imagine yourself being in. I imagine when I'm in my 50s or 60s that I'll be somewhere on a beach, somewhere, someplace warm, tropical. That's where I would like to be. And so, a lot of the goals that I have, the short-term goals that I have now are directing me, helping me to move in that direction of fulfilling that purpose. And so, I'm constantly making goals. I'm constantly revisiting that long-term goal and then assessing how well am I doing in terms of, as we say, keep score. How well am I doing in terms of reaching that? And so the short-term goals basically allow you to reach the overall purpose. This is a question you have to ask yourself, and for each person it's going to be different. But the key thing here is to start thinking long-term in terms of purpose. And purpose is not something that can be achieved overnight. It's not something that, if you achieved a simple goal, you've done it. I don't think so. I think purpose is a lifelong endeavor, and it involves, it's an ultimate goal, and they are short-term goals that help you to realize the purpose. And so what I want to tell everyone, all the subscribers and the people who haven't subscribed, you can definitely subscribe to this channel and get updates. But what I want to tell everyone is that the purpose is essential. You have to have that, or what's going to happen is you make these short-term goals and you don't achieve them, or you don't see them as being worthwhile because they don't fit into whatever it is that's been driving you up to, whatever it is that drives you to want to change, or there's a misalignment. And so you find that you do this, you do that, and you're all over the place. You're doing all this random stuff, and you're trying to find, but you never ever get to that point where you feel satisfied. And so, basically what happens is with a lot of people is they start and stop stuff. Like, okay, today I'm going to do a history course. Okay, tomorrow I'm doing a management course. Okay, today I'm doing art. And they do it for a little while, and then they stop. And they do this for a little while, and they stop. And they never actually get into a consistent pattern of behavior that leads to the change that would result in the change that they want to see in their lives. And it's because they haven't really thought about the long term, where they want to go, and then backtrack from there. So you want to start with the end in mind, which is the ultimate purpose. And you want to basically say the end in mind is where the X is on the treasure map. And so you want to then backtrack how to get from where you are to that treasure, to the X on the map. And so all your short-term goals, lose 15 pounds here, stop eating carbs, etc., 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 fit into that. And so you then begin to modify, not only your eating patterns, but then the kinds of people you interact with, the places that you frequent, even how long you sleep at night, how you take care of yourself, the clothes that you wear. You see, everything is related. And so once you start with the ultimate purpose, and then you start taking positive action after you've planned out everything, and then you'll start to see the something stick in terms of consistency of change and a overall positive direction in your life. So this is the crucial first step that you have to make. Sorry that this wasn't the first video. This should have been the first video on this channel. The power of purpose, and actually you notice that I said nothing about types of food to eat. I said nothing today about carbs. I said nothing about working out or exercising. Before you do any of that, start with the ultimate purpose, the ultimate goal. Why are you here on this earth? What is it that you have to contribute to this earth, to our society? How can you make the world a better place? How can you get aligned or in tune with the voice of the universe, and then use that to propel you forward to live a happy and fulfilling life? All right, so these are some things for you to reflect on. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, and let me know what you'd like to see next. All right, have a good one, guys.